Hello everyone and welcome back to Crawl's Gaming. Today we are going to take a look at In Other Waters. This unique story game promises a non-violent sci-fi story set in an underwater world. Whether it can deliver on its promise is the question we will try to answer today. It is available on Steam for €12.49, your regional equivalent. The idea of being forced to dive into the depths, stuck inside a small metal tin called a submarine, is something that many people consider to be their greatest fear. While exploring the vast underwater world with its mysterious wonders and its plethora of creatures may be appealing to some, but the idea of being surrounded by nothing but tons upon tons of water scares the living crap out of me. So, to review In Other Waters, I had to get over that fear and dive straight into the water to hopefully get back out. Luckily, I wasn't forced to suffer much because of the game's minimalistic graphics. What you are seeing on your screens is the primary visual media, yet it never felt as if I was ever robbed of a richness of marine life. In the game, we get to observe the travels of Ellery Bass, a scientist who came to study strange forms of life and find her missing colleague. Why is she missing? Did she discover some new strange life form that killed her? Or is there a secret underwater that goes much deeper than anyone could have imagined? Ellery puts on her futuristic scuba suit and heroically tracks her colleague. And it is your job to help her succeed as you get to play as the AI of this futuristic scuba suit exoskeleton. You will scan the surroundings, analyze anything suspicious, and get to hear Ellery's comments on them. You get to decide where to progress further and what to do there. The underwater world is full of unknown species, so you must gather samples. Some of the samples are even capable of communicating with each other, opening the way for you. Others will provide you with the much needed oxygen. Sadly, this actually works counter to what the game tells you, because you are the one making all the decisions solely based on your intuition. You quickly stop feeling as an AI. You feel more like a guy who just sits on the surface giving the orders. And this is only highlighted by the fact that you're also in charge of experiments in the laboratory. It doesn't make the story less interesting. It just feels like you were told you are the helper. Instead, you feel like you're a guy just giving stuff from the surface, connected to Ellery via some Wi-Fi. And the story would flow much better if you actually were told that you're just a helper on the surface. What the game reminded me of were old text-based games. Yes, there is more interactivity thanks to the need to gather samples, analyze them, etc, etc. But you are not the main character. You do not get to talk. That's the job of Ellery. And it is important to read all of Ellery's notes, as the minimalistic design doesn't otherwise provide you with that much more information. The moving dots on the screen can mean anything, and while you may start panicking, if Ellery tells you the organisms are beautifully dancing because of the sample you released into the water, yeah, you probably do not have to worry. I actually like the fact that everything requires your imagination. It almost made me feel like I was reading. You know, back when you could imagine a world, what it looks like, what colors, the sound, just everything. And this is quite amazing. The fact that the studio managed to achieve this is nothing less than a miracle. And the story is structured so well that even when you have to backtrack because you forgot to, for example, gather an important sample, you will just not care. But in conclusion, In Other Waters is something old that just got new clothes. It's essentially a text-based game with a modern skin on top of it, and you should treat it like so. It's a game for anyone who loves to read and to imagine a world of their own. And for its price, It's a great thing to experience. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you liked the review, and if you did, please consider giving it a like, subscribing to the channel, and be sure to share it with all of your friends on all the platforms. And also comment if you have anything you would like to add. See you guys later with more gaming content.